Welcome everybody to another episode of SoTellUs Time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Today, as you can see, it's just me. Where is Troy? What's going on? Why isn't he here? Well, Troy's at a remote secret location. We're actually going to try to call and see if we can get a hold of him. Today, we're going to be talking about the latest shift in marketing. This is the shift that you need to know. Everything's changing. The world has changed as we know it, and our marketing has to change with it. So without further ado, let's try to get Troy on the line here. Let's see if we can get him and catch him at a secret location.
Hello.
Hey, is this Troy Howard?
This is.
Hey, Troy Howard. This is Trevor Howard. SoTellUs Time. We're so excited to have you on the show today.
I'm excited to be here.
I was telling everybody that you are in a secret remote location. We can't disclose where it is or what you're doing. Big things happening, right? Big things happening.
Of course.
But we didn't want to leave everybody hanging this week, so we're going to be talking about the latest shift in marketing. Now, normally in marketing, you'll see, and this started back with infomercials, late night infomercials. What did we see? We saw everybody living up the life, right? They were moving towards pleasure, right? They were like so excited, and you know, the guy was standing in front of a mansion and he was jumping into his Ferrari, and he had beautiful women all around him, and they were very successful, right? And this is kind of what it used to be. And what it has been for quite a while now was always having people have that dream of moving towards pleasure, right?
Exactly.
But in today's world, with everything that's been going on in 2020, it's been crazy. And there's been a shift that has happened in the marketing industry, and you probably didn't even recognize it. You've noticed that there is a lot of fear out there. A lot of people are scared. There is a lot of marketing, or, well, you didn't even recognize it. Maybe you thought just videos, right? Scary videos, fearful videos, painful videos. People have shifted towards pain. They're marketing pain. So instead of having a marketing strategy of making you want to move towards a pleasure or happiness, they have shifted their marketing to go along with what's happening in the world and feed into this fear. And they're making it so that you want to move away from the pain, right? You want to get away from the pain. And that's really what's happened. So Troy, why don't you kind of jump into a little bit of what we're talking about here?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's exactly what you talked about. You know, it used to be that everyone was motivated by pleasure. Like, oh, you know, I want that bigger house, that better car. I want six-pack abs. You know, I want to make more money. You know, it's all those things you talked about. And that's what motivated people. That's what they were looking for, you know, and that's the marketing that they would listen to.
Right.
But right now, with all of the problems in the world and everything going on and all of the uncertainty, now their mindsets have kind of changed, where it's not about finding pleasure. It's how do I avoid pain?
Exactly.
How do I stay away from that pain? So instead of getting a bigger house, how do I keep the house I'm in and not lose it?
Yes.
Right? Or instead of, you know, maybe getting that $100,000, you know, Ferrari, how do I like make sure my car that I have right now is going to last, you know, long enough for me to, you know, keep getting to my job? Or even, you know, maybe it's not, you know, I'm not going to get six-pack abs. It's how do I stay healthy and not end up in the hospital?
Yeah, exactly.
You know? So
exactly.
There's that shift of like, it's not about pleasure. It's, I just don't want to be in pain anymore. Or I want to avoid pain, you know, and even the same thing with like money. Instead of like, hey, I want to make more money. It's like, look, I want to keep my job.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
I'm just happy to have the job I got, right? So how do you play into that? Because if that's what people are thinking, and that's why you have to match your message up. Because if you're marketing pleasure, right? If you're marketing the bigger house, the better car, the six-pack abs, but they're thinking no pain, no pain, no pain, they are not listening to your message at all.
Right.
So, you know, we've got to listen to that, and they've got to adjust your marketing accordingly.
Yeah, because right now people are fearful, right? People, like you're saying, people are afraid of losing their house, losing their cars, losing their job, or maybe they don't have a job. Government funding is running out. They're not going to keep paying people unemployment at high rates forever. They can't. Otherwise, our grandchildren's grandchildren are going to keep paying for all of this. So this is going to be running out. So people are literally just looking at how to survive right now. Even people who have money, right? People who have money are holding on. And we've seen this, guys. And we've talked about this before. We have doubled down. We've tripled down. We have increased our marketing budgets like crazy through this entire time. And honestly, our company has continued to grow. It's been really amazing. But we've also been through this before. We've been through the ups and downs. And a lot of people are competitors who have, hundreds of millions of dollars. They took their marketing down to almost nothing. And some of them did take it down to nothing. Our clients, we told them, stick in there, stay strong, keep marketing, push through it. And you know what? Them and us, we are so much farther ahead now that the world is starting to get back to normal because we stuck with it. So even people who had money and have money are still holding on to it because they're fearful.
Right.
Yep.
Exactly. So that's the key. The key is a shift in your mindset of how can you market your products or services as a life preserver, as a way to save their life, as a way to get them out of pain or away from pain.
Yes, and Troy, real quick, that's really good. I'm glad that because I was just about to jump in and say, okay, everybody, hold on, stick in here with us. Don't jump off this and go, I don't like the direction this is going, guys. Come on, I don't want to scare people. I'm ticked about all the fear. I'm so tired of seeing all these videos scaring everybody, and I'm tired of being afraid myself. That's not what we're necessarily talking about. I know we started with that, but really what we're talking about is what Troy just said, is being a life preserver. So we're going to shift that marketing. That marketing is shifted into fear and pain, right? People moving away from pain. How do they move away from that pain? You become their life preserver, and you make them, that's going to make them feel good. That's going to make them feel safe. So don't misunderstand what we're saying, because a lot of people will go, ugh, guys, I do not run a business like that. Because there are companies out there that is what they do. They scare people into the fear of missing out, right? FOMO, or the fear of missing the opportunity, the fear of losing the money, losing the clients. You have to have my product or you're going to go out of business. You have to have my service or you're going to go out of business. We're not talking about doing something like that. We're actually talking about being the life preserver. So I hope that just made a lot of you go, phew, and you feel a little bit better.
Yep, exactly. Exactly. That's the whole point. Is, again, you're making them feel good by moving them away from the fear side of it because of your products. So how can you do that? I thought we'd give a couple of great examples, in different industries of ways to do that. So, for example, the first one I thought of was a carpet cleaner, right? Yeah. So instead of, talking about, having nice, fluffy, soft carpets, blah, 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 right? That kind of stuff. No, you are going to go kind of the opposite of that. And you're going to be like, look, your carpet is this huge filter and it's holding on to dust and debris and disease and things like that. And that's why you want to get viruses. That's why you want to get your carpet clean. It's a way to protect your family. It's that you're throwing out a life preserver of like, hey, look, your carpets probably are holding on to stuff that you don't want around your family. We will clean it for you, right? And get rid of that. Another one would be like residential cleaner. It is more important now than ever to get your house cleaned on a regular basis with professional cleaning supplies that are proven to work, right? So again, life preserver. It's like, hey, you're scared right now because you don't know how to keep your family safe. Well, have us come in and clean your house.
Yes.
So again, a life preserver to them. Child care centers. It's more important than ever to make sure that, the center you choose is a safe place for your child, whether it's based on the cleaning or based on, the workers that are there, right? Again, we're playing to that. We're there. We're going to take care of your family and take care of your child. So choose us.
Yes.
That's another one. Another one, real estate, with basically the volatility in the world and markets right now, you need to make sure that you're working with someone that understands the ever-changing market to make sure that you get the best deal possible, right? So you're playing a little bit into that fear of like, well, man, everything's changing so fast. I don't know what's going to happen in the market. Well, great. I do. I'm the expert, and I will navigate it for you, right?
Exactly.
So you're solving that fear. You're overcoming the fear that they have.
Yeah, I love that. Think about that. Really think about that. So we're doing, because there's this shift, and a lot of people are jumping on the bandwagon of scaring people, okay? We don't want to do that. What we want to do is make people feel comfortable. So we're jumping, because you have to, in business, you have to be able to be flexible. You have to be able to maneuver when it requires it. And so right now, the whole world is all about fear, and this shift has happened, and you need to figure out how to utilize that in your business. But what we're saying is, you don't have to scare people. What you are is you're the cure, right? for lack of better terms, right? Or maybe the best terms right now. You're the cure. And what you want to do is make people feel like, hey, it is scary right now, but it's okay. It's scary because there's a virus going on, but we're a carpet cleaner, and we're going to come in and we're going to knock out these viruses and these diseases and these, dust mites and all the disgusting things that are going to harm your family. We're going to help you out. We're going to take care of you. You're going to make people feel good, right?
Yep, exactly. That's the whole point is, again, we're not trying to give them fear. We're trying to alleviate their fear. Right?
Yes.
And that's the shift. That's what they're looking for. They're looking for ways to make themselves be less fearful, to have less fear in their life.
Yes.
They're not looking for pleasure. They're looking for ways to not be afraid. And you just need to change your marketing to become that solution. And we just went through like 4 or 5 different industries and gave a way to do it, but you can do it in any industry, right? It doesn't matter what the industry is. All you have to do is think about, what are people scared about right now when it comes to my industry or my services, and how will my services alleviate that?
That's right. How can I help? And that's really the way to look at it, is how can I help, right?
Yep, exactly.
Exactly. That's awesome. All right. Well, we are just about at our 15 minutes, guys, so we're going to wrap this up. Today's homework. What are we going to do for homework today? Well, we want you to take one of your marketing pieces, one of your strategies, how you market, and we want you to look at it and say, how can I shift it and shift the mindset to jump on this bandwagon of fear, making people move away from pain, and that you are the solution to that pain. Okay? So one thing in your business this week, figure it out, and then start marketing that as you are the solution, and you are going to, make people feel better about what they're doing or needing or the services, right? And that's it. All right, Troy, well, anything else you got to add?
No, that's it.
All right, man. Well, thanks. Keep up the good work. We're excited to kind of, see some of the things unfold as these weeks come with this secret location you're in and the secret things that are being done. Stay tuned, guys. We've got a lot of exciting things coming. We will see you guys next time on SoTellUs Time.